Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in? Like no matter what you do, people just don't see the real you? Well, let me tell you a story about a little black cat named Shadow, who knew that feeling all too well. In a small, quiet town, lived Shadow, a sleek black cat with big green eyes. But Shadow was terribly lonely. You see, everyone in town believed he brought bad luck. Whenever he padded silently down the street, strange things would happen. A flower pot might suddenly topple from a windowsill, or the streetlights would flicker and die. People would see him, gasp, and quickly cross the street, whispering about the unlucky black cat. They'd shoo him away from their porches and lock their doors. Shadow didn't understand. He just wanted a gentle pat, a warm lap, maybe a saucer of milk. He wasn't trying to cause trouble. It just seemed to follow him like, well, a shadow. One chilly evening, after being chased from a cozy-looking bakery, Shadow sat sadly under the solitary glow of a street lamp. A single tear rolled down his furry cheek. Why doesn't anyone want me? He meowed softly to the moon. Am I really bad luck? He curled into a tight ball, his heart feeling as heavy as a stone. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the park leaves, dappling the ground in gold. A young girl with bright, curious eyes named Luna was taking a morning walk when she spotted a small, dark shape huddled under a bench. It was Shadow, still looking quite sad. Unlike everyone else, Luna didn't hesitate. She approached slowly and knelt down. "Hello there," she said in a gentle voice. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small piece of fish she'd saved from her lunch. "You look hungry." Shadow flinched, expecting her to shoo him away. But she just smiled, her eyes full of warmth. "I don't believe in silly things like bad luck," she said, as if she could read his mind. Shadow's ears perked up. Could she understand him? He cautiously took the fish, and for the first time in a long time, he didn't feel so alone. From that day on, Luna and Shadow were inseparable. She took him home, and he finally had a warm place to sleep. Luna's little brother Tommy wasn't so sure. "Luna, Mom says black cats are unlucky," he warned, eyeing Shadow nervously. Luna just smiled and stroked Shadow's soft fur. "Let's give him a chance, Tommy. You'll see." A few days later, Tommy was running through the living room when he bumped into a small table. A precious antique vase wobbled dangerously on the edge. Before anyone could even gasp, Shadow zipped across the room in a flash of black fur. With a lightning-quick paw, he batted the vase right back to the center of the table, saving it from shattering into 1,000 pieces. Tommy stared, his mouth wide open. "Wow, he's fast!" But Shadow's heroics didn't stop there. The next week, their elderly neighbor, Mrs. Willow, was tending to her garden. She lost her footing on a loose stone and started to fall backward. Shadow, who was sunbathing on the fence, saw it all. He leaped into action, grabbing the end of her trailing scarf in his teeth and pulling with all his might. The tug was just enough to help Mrs. Willow regain her balance. She looked down, astonished, to see the little black cat, her hero. News of Shadow's brave and clever deeds spread through the town like wildfire. People started to see him differently. He wasn't the unlucky black cat anymore. He was Shadow, the hero cat. The baker who had once shooed him away now left him a saucer of cream every morning. The children who used to run from him now hoped he'd cross their path. Shadow had finally found his home, and more importantly, his family. He spent his days purring on Luna's lap, and his nights curled at the foot of her bed. He learned that true luck isn't about the color of your fur or what people believe. It's about finding kindness in the world and sharing it with others. And in Luna, Shadow had found the kindest heart of all. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more heartwarming tales. See you in the next video.